Have you heard about this videotape that kills you when you watch it?
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
Hey, welcome to the Movie Night Massacre. I'm your host, Grant Nelson. This is Gabby with a V. Today we're sponsored by, what is it, Satanic Panic? Gabby Vee does this stuff. So I got a new t-shirt called, I can't read backwards, but Alive Out of Spite. So here on the Movie Night Massacre, we like to recommend movies that, horror films that we think you haven't seen, but that you definitely should. So no easy picks like Alien or Alien 2 or like Alien 3, like nothing easy like that. What is your pick for today?
My pick is Shudder exclusive Daniel Isn't Real.
I really thought you were gonna say Shutter Island. I was like, what? So surprised.
Surprise!
Yeah, I was like, I thought we discussed Daniel Isn't Real. So my pick is The Ritual. I had to look at a piece of paper. Jesus. Okay. But before we get started, we're just gonna give a quick synopsis of these movies.
Troubled college freshman Luke suffers of violent family trauma and resurrects his childhood imaginary friend Daniel to help him cope. Charismatic and full of manic energy, Daniel helps Luke to achieve his dreams before pushing him to the very edge of sanity and into a desperate struggle for control of his mind and his soul.
Following the sudden, violent death of their best mate, 4 young men reunite for a hike through the Scandinavian wilderness. Deep in the black Nordic forest, they find themselves lost in a hell of sinister nightmares and pagan sacrifices. For these ancient woods are home to a malevolent deity which will force them to face the darkness inside themselves. Okay, so this is 5 reasons why you should watch The Ritual or
Daniel Isn't Real.
We're friends to the end, remember?
This is the end, friend.
Okay, so my number 5 reasons why you should watch this movie is because it is on Netflix. Netflix is super easy. If you don't have Netflix, you probably don't have internet. You're probably not watching this right now. So, Gabby, what's yours? Daniel Isn't Real. What is it? Streaming on?
It's a Shudder exclusive, so it's only on Shudder.
What is Shudder?
Shudder is it's like Netflix, but for all horror movies.
That's a good answer. I always just talk about Shudder all the time, so I finally have something different than Shudder. Shudder's so good. I got rid of it a long time ago for some stupid reason. It's only $5. It's awesome.
If you're like a super horror fan and you don't have it, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
My number 4 reason for this recommendation is that the pacing is really good. It's fast and it immediately opens with a bunch of violence.
All horror films should start with violence.
Yeah.
I hate when they don't, and I have to wait for 30 minutes for a first kill. You're right. What is the first kill in this one?
I'm right.
You are. I mean, I'm supposed to be arguing with you, but you're definitely right.
A bunch of people get shot down in a cafe, so it's pretty unsettling.
Pretty cool. Nice.
It's a fun movie. There's lots of fun action parts, and then there are lulls in it, but even during the lulls, a lot of information is given, so it keeps you engaged. So it's not just bam, bam, bam in your face all the time. There's some quiet parts, but even then, you're still you want to pay attention and know what's happening.
Man, I don't remember any slow parts. I actually remember it just being fun the whole time.
Yeah,
I don't know,
because
even just having when Daniel and Luke are interacting and doing little games and stuff or whatever they're doing, it's still fun. Even when people aren't dying, it's still fun just watching them do their thing. So
it's still funny.
Yeah. So I'm gonna disagree with you and say that there's no lulls in that movie. All right, my number 4 reason why you should watch this movie is because it is super short. 1 hour and 34 minutes. It's perfect runtime. I love movies that are just short and to the point. That way, even if it sucks, it's like, hey, I only wasted an hour and a half of my life.
You will never get that time back.
Yeah, I will never.
My number 3 reason that you should watch this movie is the characters. They're really likable, I think. They're really,
I like all the characters in it.
Yeah, they're really familiar. So, like, it's like you totally know all these people. There's, like, the emo college dude with, like, a tragic past.
All right, continue.
There's, like, angry art chick.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah,
I was very happy that she continued on through the story because I was like, oh, I hope she doesn't disappear.
She was really cool.
Yeah,
and like no BS type of person, which is definitely always needed, I think.
Yeah.
And then even Daniel, he is like a kind of jockish.
He was like a Tyler Durden type of character. When I saw him, I was like, oh, he's like
Not as fashionable. Wait, well, I guess he's
kind of not as fashionable. Nobody's
He's like
as fashionable
handsome,
as Tyler
jockish,
Durden.
kind of douchey. But then when he talks a lot, it's very elegant and like intelligent. So he's very interesting as well. You're like, what was this dude about?
And you want to be like that guy. You're like, oh, he's a cool guy. You know, at least for me.
He's super likable. He's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
Fun fact. I just learned that too. That was good.
Yeah. And just them being so real and familiar really grounds you in that reality. So it just like gets you all cozy and buckled up to like you're ready for anything to happen and just be like, yeah, that makes sense, or just be like, what the hell? And
yeah, it's important. It was good. I still enjoy horror films that don't do it, but yeah, when you get characters that you like and care about and you want to see them grow and like yeah. And that character definitely grows because he starts off as like just some loser emo kid.
Daniel definitely helps him.
Yeah,
and
he
that's
starts getting laid, starts getting girls.
Yes,
it's cool. Yeah,
laid.
and you kind of like you end up liking Daniel too because you're like,
Daniel's
cool.
awesome.
He's fun. Yeah, exactly.
And like they all have their different backstories too, and it's not like overbearing. Like it's laid out pretty quickly, and you get what they're all about, and then you're like, yeah, you're ready to go on a journey with them. I
am. So my number 3 reason why you should watch The Ritual is because it is a awesome book. First of all, I actually read the book first, and then when I heard Netflix was making a movie out of it, it was super exciting. Usually, the only time you get me to read a book is I like this movie a lot, and I will read the book that it's based on. So it was cool to be ahead of the game for once.
Yeah, wow.
I never am, never. And this is the first. Gotta be the first time.
First and last.
Yes, it will definitely be the last time. But it's a great adaptation of the book, which is awesome, but the book does have a couple of different cool things about it, and the movie actually adds something, which never happens, that the movie adds something that the book didn't have, which is cool. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but so, you know, with this you get a 2-for-1 movie recommendation and a book recommendation.
I actually have not read the book, so now I enjoyed the movie, so now I'll probably go read the book now.
Yeah, I tried to give it to you a second ago, but I lent it out to somebody. I'm looking at you, Jessica. Give me my book back.
All right, my number 2, second reason for you to watch this movie is it's got a unique take on mental illness. Well, I don't know if it's unique, but I feel like
it does. You're right. Yeah.
It's not treated like a gimmick.
Yeah, that's right. And they do kind of address it, and they kind of pair it together with what he's going through, and they see what his mom is going through. That's right, yeah.
It's like,
I'm so glad I watched this movie last night, so it's like fresh in my head. Otherwise, I'd be like,
what?
Mental illness? What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's treated like a normal thing that people live with because it is, and then you just like, it's incorporated into your life, and Luke, he goes like therapy, he's ready for it, it's like a family thing, and so whatever happens in the movie, it's not like a gimmick, it's kind of just like a test on his psyche, which is interesting.
Sorry, I was totally distracted by my cat. You were like talking, I was like, I just were looking at my cat. Get over here.
I was trying to not look at the cat.
Yeah, hey, get over here, buddy. So my number 2 reason why you should watch The Ritual, God, I keep forgetting that name. The Ritual is because of the character development. The main character, Luke, I love it. I love stories of, redemption? Yeah, sorry.
Yes, it's redemption.
Big word. Yeah, so I like the story, like, when you have to deal with redemption, it's great. He's kind of an unlikable character when you first start, and
he's a coward.
He is a coward, and he's responsible, not responsible, but he watched his friend die and did nothing. And they're on this trip trying to respect the memory of that guy. I don't respect him because I don't remember his name. That guy. And then Luke, you know, he's kind of dealing with that, and now they're dealing with these horrors of having to like go into this like forest that's full of like cult members and monsters and stuff, and he's having to deal with that, and he's also having to deal with his like past trauma of being responsible. Yeah.
All right, my number one reason for you to watch this movie is the special effects in it are really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of practical makeup effects and really original and creepy and disturbing transformation scenes.
Oh, I love body horror. When I was watching, I was like really excited about that.
I was definitely surprised, and I think about the scenes a lot still to this day.
Me too. I just watched last night.
Yeah.
I know. When he's opening up that face or whatever, that I was cringing. Yeah, I was hugging Kate so tight last night when I was watching that scene. It was ridiculous. But
good.
Yeah, and like the practical makeup effects of like some of the creatures in it, they looked amazing. They looked way different than I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're very unique looking. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to tiptoe on it too. I was like, oh, creatures.
And even a lot of the sets are really good too.
Mm-hmm.
And like spooky. And yeah, I don't know. I was disturbed.
Okay, my number one reason why you should watch The Ritual, didn't have to read off a cue card for that one, is that it's scary. It is very scary. I know it's so obvious to be like, ooh, this movie's scary, but it's really scary. Because I like a lot of horror films, and, you know, not all of them are scary. They're just good movies, you know. They're scary in their own way, I guess. But this movie is scary, man. Going into the woods, anytime you go into the woods is scary. And what's good about this movie is it progresses in its scariness.
Oh, yes.
So, because you start off with, like, this monster is following you in the woods, and you're like, and that's, like, terrifying. And you don't, this creature looks crazy, and it's like, I don't know what that is. And then,
it's hard for, like, your brain to process what you're looking at, and so you're just, like, filled with fear.
Yeah, and that's what's good, too. It's not just like a bear where it's like, I know what this is. It's like this weird, like, mythical-looking creature, and you're like, I have no idea what is going on. And then you also have these cult people that are following on top of it, which is like, which am I more scared of? And then so toward, you know, like, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's like towards the end, like, he's, our main character, Luke, him and his buddy, they're getting away, and they finally find this cabin, they escape the monster, and then it's like, oh no, now you're just in the cult people's house. And it's like, okay, cool, these people are crazy and messed up, and now, so which one makes you less safe? The monster, the cult leaders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just are gonna sacrifice you to the monster.
Yeah, exactly. They're like
they're
in cahoots together.
They're in cahoots. Just browsing on Shudder one day because I'm on there a lot. And it was like pink, melty face, Mandy looking thing. And
it looked really cool. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this might be like some kind of brain melter, and I'm ready to watch it. And I put it on, and I really enjoyed it.
When did you watch it?
Maybe a week or two ago.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Dang, super recent.
Time.
I mean, it's like a real new movie.
It just came out in 2019.
That's what's good about Shudder exclusives. They just pop up and it's like,
yeah.
Shudder's solid. It's always good.
It's solid. I mean, I feel like with exclusive things, some of them can be hit or miss.
Some of them I didn't watch because like, this doesn't even seem like horror sometimes.
Yeah.
Stuff,
so I'm always like pleasantly surprised when one actually works out, and I really, really like it.
Oh, I got a surprise for you. You got your pudding, buddy. Here's mine. Yeah.
What?
Cheers, Lutis, afterwards.
Oh, okay.
I know. Well, you can eat it now if you don't have a spoon. So okay. So my movie, The Ritual, how I got introduced to it was, like I said earlier, the book. The book was just so great, and then me and my friend Jessica, shout out Jessica, Jessica Haig and her boyfriend Nasco. I don't know his last name. But we were watching we were just really excited to watch the movie, and we watched it together for the first time, and The last time I watched it with them, though, I was super drunk and I passed out halfway through. So it was fun to get back to it again and watch it sober-ish. So, yeah. All right, so,
I
there you
was
go.
sober watching this one.
So make sure to comment below. You were sober during it?
I watch it during the day.
Oh, the daytime is terrible right now. Okay, so comment below. Tell us which movie you should watch. Daniel is alive.
Daniel isn't real.
Daniel isn't real. Sorry, alive.
real.
Daniel isn't real. Or The Ritual. And until next time.
Be my victim.
Nice.
Really?
All right, I'm going to get some spoons real quick. Be right back.
Yay. Pudding.
Oh, yeah. I got the, chocolate and vanilla kind.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's better, but it kind of looked nice.
That was better.
All right. Oh, crap. I forgot to stop recording. All right. Let's just keep going with something. Let's do movies that you shouldn't watch, but that you secretly should. All right. Do you know of a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Count of 3. Say it at the same time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Men Behind the Sun. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow, same movie. Oh, Men Behind the Sun. So, me and Gabby Vee, we watched this movie together recently. It was a movie that I've been dreading to watch for a long time, and I had it on Netflix. I rented it from Netflix. Nobody does that anymore except for me.
Yeah, physically
No,
rented.
a physical copy came to the house and sat there forever.
They still do that.
Yeah, only old people like me. And I'm like, all right, so I'm not gonna watch the movie alone because I've heard stories and it sounds terrific. It sounds terrific. It sounds horrific. It's about the atrocities that the Japanese Japanese did to the Chinese
During World War II.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of experiments the Germans did to the Jews.
Yeah.
And
The
everybody
Japanese
else.
had terrible. Yeah, they did some terrible things. Sorry to all our Japanese subscribers. But the movie it's got some crazy stuff in it. It was kind of fun, but I think it was only fun because I watched with you. But I really don't think it was gonna be a fun one. But it's got some crazy stuff. I sent her an image of this recently, but there's this one scene where this girl gets frostbite all over her hands. They're purposely
they
frozen.
put her out there and freeze her arms.
And it's real stuff though, so it's kind of almost a documentary.
It's all based on real. It's
not really, but kind of.
It's an informational film.
Yeah.
There's a story, I guess. They're training these children to not have emotions.
Yeah, there was a story, but the scene I really remember is they freeze her arms, and then they boil them in water, and there's just skeleton hands. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was very disturbing.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw up a picture of it for you guys.
A lot of awful things.
Yes. So if you have a really good friend and you can watch it with, watch it. But maybe you shouldn't. I don't know how to even recommend that movie.
Just get ready to make light of human atrocities that were done to people.
And for God's sakes, be drinking during it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's the end of the show. Comment below. Let us know who won this episode.
Me.
Me. See you later, suckers.